Hey guys, so happy Friday. If you didn't watch my last video, which you should, I will attach the link above. I'm trying to upload a video to YouTube once a week just to document my life and let you know what is happening, especially since I'm gone at college. And this video is going to be about Santa Clara University, which is the university that I'm currently a freshman at attending. And I'm going to be talking about it being a Jesuit school, what that means, and especially for people who are looking around like I myself going into college and the college hunt. I didn't know what a Jesuit school was. I just applied to it because it had a good business program, and that was why. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about my own faith and my testimony in this video because of a video request from someone in the last video, and thank you for that. On that note, please add more comments for video requests about college life that you want me to make, if you want me to make any more videos. So to begin with just a brief history of who the Jesuits are and what the Society of Jesus is, well, those two words are synonymous. The Society of Jesus, or the Jesuits, is a religious order of the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church, if you didn't know, which most people know, is centered in Rome. The Society of Jesus was founded in 1534 by Ignatius of Loyola. This is something that you will probably hear a lot if you attend a Jesuit university. They do go a lot into what the Jesuit tradition is and how that becomes part of our education. So Ignatius of Loyola was a nobleman who had been injured in a battle, and during his recovery he had some kind of like spiritual revelation, according to this Jesuit tradition history, where he came out of it kind of enlightened, I guess you could say, like enlightened per se, and professed vows of poverty, chastity, and later obedience along with 6 other men. In doing so, this is how they created the Society of Jesus. According to Wikipedia, the society is consecrated under the patronage of Madonna della Strada and a title of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which is led by Superior General. Whatever that means, I actually do not know. I'm not 100% familiar with this Catholic tradition, but if you know, comment and let me know what that means. Also, throughout world history, you'll learn that the Jesuits were influential in Catholic missionary work. In my Cultures and Ideas class, which is on modern East Asia, we learn about the Jesuits entering China and Japan and how their influence brought Western civilization and technology and ideas from the West to the East, and how at some times those ideas clash, especially with the Catholic Church not acknowledging ancestral veneration in China, which was a problem for the emperor, who would only allow Catholicism and Jesuit ideas as long as the Chinese traditions were upheld, which didn't happen. And so there was a clash between those two forces of the West and the forces of the East. But in essence, the Jesuits are a missionary group of the Catholic Church. So now more in relation to Santa Clara University. Only about half of the students at the university identify as Catholic. Therefore, participation in religious activity is not mandated by the university, although you do have to take some core religion classes. Many include stuff like texting God, religions of the book, gender and early Christianity, digging up Jesus, woman in the Hebrew Bible, New Testament narratives and cinema, biblical women in power, racializing Jesus, early Christianity. So those are some of the lower division classes that you can take for your religion requirement, which is required as a core requirement for the university. Also, for your lower div core requirement, all undergraduate students are required to take 3 religious studies courses, and from that list that I mentioned, it could be any of those, and I believe there are more than those that I had listed that are offered. So something about Santa Clara University that I've noticed is that there isn't a huge emphasis on religion, on Catholicism or Christianity or whatever, but there is a huge emphasis on social justice. And so for my ELSJ class, which is Solidarity with the Community, we work with the homeless people. We do put in a lot of volunteer hours into that, whether in class or outside of class. So social justice is a very big emphasis at this Jesuit school. It's one of the big focuses of Santa Clara University, trying to make an impact in the Silicon Valley and in the world. If you are very passionate about social justice, I think you will find a place here very easily. Their vision really drives the Jesuit tradition, which is Santa Clara University will educate citizens and leaders of competence, conscience, and compassion, and cultivate knowledge and faith to build a more humane, just, and sustainable world. And so these are all like part of the education that you receive here at Santa Clara University. It's very ingrained into every class, whether that's your writing class, whether that is your cultures and ideas class, and even your major and minor classes. You really dig deep into those Jesuit traditions to create a more humane, a more just, and a more sustainable world. So other than Santa Clara, other well-known Jesuit universities include the likes of Georgetown University, the Loyola universities, so Loyola Marymount, Loyola Chicago, also other universities like University of San Francisco. So for myself, I actually applied to 3 Jesuit universities. I applied to Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles, I applied to Santa Clara University here in Silicon Valley, and I applied to University of San Francisco, obviously in San Francisco. There's a huge range of Jesuit schools all around the country, so if that's something that you're looking for, those values instilled into the classes, because these are liberal art schools, so if you're looking for that, then definitely Jesuit universities are a place to look. Now, moving on to my testimony, in terms of my faith, I grew up in a Christian home. I went to church. I went to a Christian kindergarten through 8th grade school. In kindergarten, I made the verbal profession of faith, making it my own. But as I've grown up, I've struggled to see much growth and deepening in my walk with Christ and in my faith. Going off to college has been a very different experience, because when you go off to college, you really have to find a fellowship yourself. You're no longer forced to go to church by parents, no longer forced to read the Bible or pray. So going to college and being independent has really caused me to consider a lot of things around my faith. In doing so, I found a really good Christian fellowship Bible study youth group on campus through New Life Community Church, and the on-campus ministry is called New Life on Campus. And if I hadn't found that, probably wouldn't be where I am today. It meets once a week, Thursdays from usually 7 to 10. We have a good time of fellowship, eating food, just talking with each other, and then going through a sermon and also having a time of worship. And it's a really good time to connect with other Christians and to draw closer in your faith and to one another. I also then go to church on Sunday with New Life Community Church, which is the sponsored church of the ministry that I attend on Thursday nights. And that has been really good. The sermons have been very, very true to the Bible, I guess, and have really challenged me in my faith and caused me to look back. For instance, one of the sermons that we actually listened to during our Thursday night Bible study was around the topic of counting the cost of that. When you become a Christian, your faith costs you everything. It costs you everything because Jesus requires your entire undivided love. And so for me, I realized that I've been holding things back. I haven't been releasing everything and giving everything to him. I've been holding back parts of my life and hiding parts of my life. And really, that message encouraged me to just let it go, lay it down before him, because he cares, and because that's a major part of the transformation that happens inside of an individual. And so, to answer the testimony question, right now I am in an area of my life where I'm discovering what that is for me. Where am I going when I'm dead? Where do I go after I die? And that really just is pushing me to look into the word, into the scripture, to really find out for myself, who is Jesus, who is God, and what is my purpose on this earth? What is my purpose in life? And for me, that has been really meaningful and something that I hope to continue growing deeper in as I walk, as I become independent, as I go through college and I go through life. It's a journey, it's a work in progress, but if any of you guys have similar stories, please comment that below. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, so that's mostly all I have for this video today. If you want me to go more in depth into the Jesuit tradition here at Santa Clara University, I can definitely do another video that really delves into that. If you want another video about my own faith and my own walk and journey, I can do another video that goes a little more into detail with that. But for today, this is going to be the end of this second vlog, I guess, that is in the series that I'm doing on college life and anything and everything related to college. So keep watching for more videos in the upcoming weeks. And with that, I will see you later.